Hello everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and today I'll be doing my full review of the Slingbox 500 Live Media Streamer. This $300 unit will allow you to stream live content from devices such as a cable box to your smartphone, tablet, or PC anywhere around the world that you have internet access. Now, I need to thank Slingbox for sending this over to me for review purposes. Now, if you'd like to see a unboxing of the Slingbox 500, you could go to the video link down below in the description, and that will show you the video that you see on your screen right now in its entirety. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is the design of the Slingbox 500. Now, it's very different from most set-top boxes that you'll probably put in your entertainment center, and I think that the design is very different, it's unique, and it's fresh. Although some people think it's absolutely disgusting, I think it's quite the opposite. The unit itself is quite light. It's not too big compared to previous Slingbox units as well. It will get a little bit warm when you're using it, but it's not uncomfortably warm to where you have to put it on like a fan, cooler, or anything like that. It doesn't get uncomfortably hot, so you don't have to really worry about the temperatures that it gets up to. Now on the back, that's where all of our inputs and outputs are. So from the left to right, we have a power input, a reset button, an infrared output, now more on this in a little while, a USB port for media playback, Ethernet port, HDMI in and out, composite video in and out, analog audio in and out, and finally component in and out for your HD sources. Setting up the Slingbox 500 is very simple, and all you have to do is plug in all of your audio, video, network, as well as your power. You don't have to use Ethernet, but in this case, I'm using an Ethernet Wi-Fi adapter because the signal where I place my Slingbox isn't very well, so I use a wireless Ethernet adapter, which allows me to place the actual adapter higher up in different places to get a better Wi-Fi signal. Now, there is HDMI on the Slingbox 500, however, if your input source has HDCP, then you will run into some issues there. However, if you use a component, you won't have any issues. One thing that's different about the Slingbox 500 compared to all other Slingbox models is that we have an on-screen setup system. So this allows you to log into your Sling account. It allows you to change the TV resolution, your network settings, your input settings, and a number of other options. And this also uses SlingProjector, which allows you to wirelessly view photos and videos that might be on your smartphone or tablet directly to the Slingbox 500 over your local network, which is pretty cool if you happen to have some photos or videos that you'd like to share to the television so that everybody could watch it. You are free to do so. The actual menu system itself is very simple to navigate. It's fast, there's no delay going in between menus, and all of these things are good. All the way at the top is live TV, and that will allow you to view your actual TV content on your television. This is basically a direct video pass-through from your video input to your video output. So how would you control the menu? Well, the Slingbox 500 comes with its own remote control. It has a soft touch coating on it, so it's easy to hold, and the buttons themselves are very easy to press and responsive. There's also a Slingbox logo at the bottom of the remote. So how do you actually watch the video content that's going through your Slingbox on your devices? For your computer, you would go to watch.slingbox.com, and this will load the web interface for the Sling player. And this allows you to do everything. It allows you to adjust the video quality. Now, what's neat about the new Slingboxes is that it supports 60 FPS video. This only works in the Windows version of the Sling player. It does not work in the Mac OS X or mobile versions of the Sling player, but it does support 60 FPS video, which nothing else really does on the market. The web Sling player also gives you access to a TV guide, so once you find a show that you're interested in watching, all you have to do is click on the show, go to Watch Now, and using the Slingbox's integrated infrared transmitter, it'll go ahead and control, for example, your cable box. It'll go ahead and type in the numbers into the virtual remote as if you're actually sitting in front of the cable box using your physical remote to change the channel. So it's pretty cool. So for instance, you could be on the other side of the world and you're controlling your Slingbox. You know, it's pretty neat stuff. It also supports various remote controls, so pretty much every remote control for every cable box is available, so it'll look a lot like your physical remote control that your cable provider gives you. Unique to the Windows version, other than the 60 FPS playback, is the 30-minute instant DVR, so it allows you to instantly switch between 30 minutes of past recordings. In terms of video quality, the Slingbox 500 is definitely the top of the line stuff. Video quality looks great. However, it is very dependent on your input. So, for example, I have Time Warner cable and their HD quality is actually pretty bad. So that also translates from your cable box over to your streaming video. So I think Dish Network has pretty good HD. Time Warner cable, at least in my case, in my area, does not. But overall video quality looks great, especially at 60 FPS. It's just really cool to see ultra smooth video like that. Showing you the iPhone version now of Sling Player, which costs $15 in the iTunes App Store. For the iPad version, that's also $15. For Sling Player for Android phones, also $15. And lastly, Sling Player for Android tablets, $15 over there as well. So it's a bit disappointing that you have to pay for the mobile applications, but since you're already spending a couple $100 upwards on the actual unit itself, you should be able to pay for the mobile apps without any problems. Many of the same features of the web Sling Player for your computer are available in the mobile apps, so you get all of your remote control features, you get different video quality settings, you could stream content from your mobile devices, like I said, over to your Slingbox 500 over your network. So the mobile app gives you pretty much every feature you could think of. So overall, I can easily recommend the Slingbox 500 to anybody who's looking for a modern, easy to use and reliable way of streaming their live television content over to their laptop or mobile devices. It just works very well, everything works very seamlessly with each other, and the entire package, including all of the cables you get, the applications, and how well everything works, it's just really great. There are alternatives available, some of them are much cheaper, but you just don't get the support, the community, or sort of the ease of use or reliability, for that matter, of what the Slingbox gives you. It's definitely a bit high in price, however, this is something that'll last you many years to come, so this is definitely worth the purchase if you're interested in picking one up. That's it with my review of the Slingbox 500. Thanks again to Slingbox for sending this over to me for review. I really do appreciate it. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that's it with this video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.